Buenos dias. I'm in the little town of Arillis on the island of Corfu in northern Greece. It was really hard to find the perfect spot to do this Pele report because the whole place is so beautiful. And from the top of the mountain up there where I did my workshop this weekend, you could see Albania and the ocean all the way across. I understand we're really not that far from Italy. Just a few hundred kilometers over there, 500 kilometers over to Italy from here. But yeah, let's look at the astrological indications. This is a astrology for the soul for the week of November 4th of 2014. And there's a lot going on, but this is going to be a little easier for you know, some people, because sometimes I just kind of get this you know, people telling me it's too much astrology, and this report is going to be very simple. Mars conjunct Pluto. Mars conjuncts Pluto exactly next Monday, okay, but it's been building since it went into Capricorn. I talked about it last week, and after that it's going to come in and square Uranus next Wednesday, and it's going to then taper off after that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, this is at least a 2-3 week, you know, transformation, transition, change that's going on. And while this is going on, we have the full moon. The moon is now on Tuesday, the 4th, it's in Aries, but on Wednesday it goes into Taurus. And on Thursday we have a beautiful full moon at 14 degrees, some minutes, 25 minutes I think, 26 minutes of Taurus, Scorpio. And this is right in the heart of the Scorpion. The sun is passing through the heart of the Scorpion. Yeah, so we have, you know, the fixed stars, yes, of Aldebaran. Yeah, and this is where actually the zodiac was born. Yes, and it's a very powerful, these two fixed stars are exactly 180 degrees apart from each other. And this heart of the Scorpion, opposite Taurus, I'm going to talk a little bit about that full moon. Other than that, the sun is in trine to Chiron. It's coming around, and that is exact on Wednesday. After that full moon, she moves into Gemini on Friday, and by Monday she is in Cancer, opposite the Mars-Pluto conjunction. So this is just like one big intense weekend, you know, where things are really powerful, all the way from the full moon on Thursday to the exact moon opposite Mars-Pluto later on, yeah, on Monday. So Thursday to Monday is really the culmination of this. I think I should just like find a place, talk. I could walk down this beach all the way, but I'll talk to you later. Okay, I found a spot. Hope you can see me, hope you can hear me, hope the sound of the waves is not too strong. It was a little windy out there. I found a little bluff here. So let's look at this situation. Mars and Pluto. In evolutionary astrology, my teacher, Jeffrey Wolf Green, talks about Pluto as representing the soul. And it is the evolutionary force within the soul. And he says that we know we have a soul because we have desire. And Mars is our experience of desire that emanates from the soul. Before they discovered Pluto, Mars was considered the ruler of Scorpio. And now that they, you know, discovered Pluto, both Pluto and Mars are co-rulers of Scorpio. And some say even that Pluto is a co-ruler of Aries, but that's another video. So what we have here is the union of Mars, which is that masculine, energetic impulse desire, hunger, want for more, to reach, to expand, to pioneer, to start, to radiate out from the center into something more. It's like the spark that starts the fire. Yeah? So this impulse, this desire, emanates from the soul, which is Pluto, which is deeper, unconscious, Kundalini, root chakra. So Mars is more my conscious, more conscious, right? Yeah, it's like this deep, powerful force, like a volcano. Yes, from the center. You know, Pluto is more like this core, the molten core of the Earth that comes up, and then the lava comes out, and that's Mars. So it's like what we see, but they are like two representations in a way. Yes, they help each other, they are part of each other, they are one with each other. So this is a time, yes, this is a time of really getting in touch with these deeper powers, forces, desires deep within ourselves. And this Mars coming around, Mars coming around is closing, completing, finishing over 2 years, okay, of old desires, of old ways of being. And then comes up to Pluto, which is the death force of Shiva and Kali. So this is the end of old desires. It's time to finish up, close, and complete, right? These impulses, these sparks that started fires a couple years ago, yeah? And move into a new place. And here's where we want to talk about that it's happening in the sign of Capricorn. And it's square to the planet Uranus. And then Mars is going to come up and square the moon's nodes. And it brings us back to some of these same similar themes. So we look at Capricorn, and we look at Capricorn as being the authority, the position, the role, the job, the reputation. Some could call it the mask that we wear, or the persona that we wear out in public, so that people respect us and treat us with dignity and honor. So that, you know, that oftentimes deals with suppression. Capricorn and Saturn deal very strongly with suppression. Hide your Cancer. Cancer's opposite Capricorn. Hide your feelings, hide your fears, hide your inner child, hide your emotions to get the job done, to look good, to be on top, to succeed in the corporate world of finance or wherever. Oh man. Self-control, self-discipline, get the job done, become an authority. So many of us, and particularly now from 2008 to 2024, while Pluto's moving through Capricorn, it's bringing up all the perverted, distorted, because what we suppress becomes perverted and distorted. And we become greedy and, you know, power mongers and, sadistic monsters that want to dictate and control. Because this Capricorn-Cancer axis is about security. And Capricorn is about physical, financial security. And we are now in the midst of collectively transforming our definition or what we seek for physical security. Is it my body? Is it my money? Is it my reputation? Is it my job? Is it my father and my family? Is it my country? It's like, what do I, what's going to keep me going here? And as this changes, we can freak out. And there's a lot of stress now. There's a lot of tension now. What to hold on to and what to let go of, and what the banks are taking from us or what the government is taking from us, and what we're left with, and how much we have to struggle and fight and claw our way to places of the mountaintop. Capricorn is the goat, the sea goat, the goatfish, going from the bottom of the ocean to the top of the mountain. It's a long haul. Has to do with commitment, has to do with maturity. And this is the big thing that's going on now. As Mars comes around to Pluto, it's going to do a couple of things the way I see it. It's going to open Pandora's box. All of our suppressed instincts and suppressed desires, particularly of a sexual nature, because we're having the full moon in Taurus and Scorpio. Yes? This is the sexual axis. Yes? And Mars, Pluto coming into Capricorn is just like, this is like just a time where we need to look at our dragons. We need to look at ourselves. We need to open Pandora's box. We need to get out of a lot of judgment. And that starts with self-judgment, feeling guilty and ashamed of the secrets that I've hidden, or, since I haven't accepted myself, I've suppressed myself, and I'm now doing things or fantasizing things or wanting things that I'm afraid to talk about or afraid to show other people because it'll blow my cover. Blow your cover, man. This weekend is about blowing your cover. Because it's all about becoming conscious of the unconscious. We're all learning, we're all sinning, we're all making mistakes, we're all getting mud on our face, but we're getting to know ourselves more fully, deeply, completely, so that by Monday when that moon comes through Cancer, you got to see we got this Pluto polarity point. The evolutionary intention right now is to own our feelings and our fears and our emotions and our needs as part of our persona. It's time to make a new mask. It's time to make a new persona. It's time to let go of the old job, the old career, the old boss, the old limitations, and incorporate this new self-awareness, my new desires, my instinctive, animalistic, human desires need to be, this is my opportunity to bring them into harmony with what the world sees and come into integrity with myself and stop doing the mask and the double dealing and the duality. Come out of duality into this place of integrity. That's what Capricorn is really about. So when Mars and Pluto comes in there, part of my integrity involves owning my sexuality, owning that I have desires. And maybe it's not spiritual to have desires or to be animalistic or to this, that, or the other thing, or I've been trying to be sweet cake, little Pop-Tart. Time for the little Pop-Tart to come out of the toaster, man. Boing. Try not to get burned. Oh my God. So this is a time, it's very interesting, depending on your evolutionary stage, depending on who you are. This can be a time. Mars comes around to Pluto. Ambition, drive, desire, control, dictate, hold on to, don't let them see, don't let them know, don't let them, take away or whatever. It can also be a time where if you're really unconscious of your anger or your roots or your power, it can be a time when external authorities of police, military, government, banks, parents really get in your face and come down on you and force you into the corner until you discover, it's like a time of getting pushed to our limits until we recognize and see the depth of our anger, the depth of what we've suppressed, the depth of what we've denied about ourselves and our needs and our realities, and what's missing in our fricking world. And we get angry. So this is a time of feeling that anger, of feeling your power, of raising that kundalini and letting it out. I think of the snake dancer, you know, the snake charmer. You know, the snake charmer's over in India, you know, and the snake comes up. Yeah. This is a time. Let that snake come up. See the snake. Own the snake. It's not them. It's not somebody. I'm not a victim anymore. This is my snake. These people are helping me to see my snake, my stuff. And now it's time for me to own it and use it, not in the old way. Let's then now look at the old paradigm and the new paradigm. The old paradigm is the patriarchal, polarized, us against them. There's not enough. In order to survive, I've got to beat you. I need to compete. I need to fight. I need to dominate. I need to win. This is the old way of exclusion. You're not part of the club. You don't get the meat. You don't get the kill. Mars is the hunter. Yeah? Survival of the fittest. This is the old way. We're moving into the new paradigm. We're moving into Aquarius, the level playing field. And it's a time to change our realities with this Jupiter in Leo. Our beliefs can be now, there is enough for everybody. We have to be creative and find solutions instead of competition. Find the solution. Make the creation to do it differently than we've done before, where we're fighting each other instead of, you know, working together to create community so that it's not either or. It's both and more. It's my mantra for life. Get out of the polarity and into the Trinity. Yeah, where from another perspective, we can see that both sides can win. And that brings me to today's mantra. As I face the dragon of desire that lies deep down within, I take it as my new job to make sure that both sides win, or to make sure that all sides win. I like that better. Yeah? So when we face our dragon of desire or of fear, we can come up and do the old Capricorn: dictate, dominate, control, judge, blame, exclude, step on, mutilate, try to make everybody else shrink and myself look bigger. Or we can react when other people or bosses or jobs or parents or spouses or boyfriends, girlfriends come at us with their demands, and we can go into battle. Mars, Pluto, square Uranus, whether it's ISIS in Syria in the Middle East, this is a time where we're all, you know, kind of really wanting in some way, shape, and form, yeah, to battle. But as we become more conscious and we move into our heart space, we can create solutions where everybody wins. As I face my dragon of desire that lies deep down within, I take it on as my new job to see that all sides win. It's kind of, you know, when you're ready to take off somebody's head this weekend, or you just want to jump on somebody's bones this weekend, just really kind of come into that place of consciousness witness yourself and see if your actions are creating a reality where everybody involved wins, and there's no losers, there's nobody excluded, there's nobody hurt, but that there's enough here for everybody. Just be open, honest, and integrity, and the door opens. One more time, because I was getting into the beat of it, you know. It's as I face my dragons of desire that lie deep down within, I take it on as my new job to see that all sides win. Namaste, aloha, so much love.